adversity equals opportunity has given me so much perspective on just what the opportunities are out there. You almost welcome it not going perfect, maybe even having a bad day, but what can I learn from it? What can I do?
Inspirational words from Tom Morris, a fitness diehard whose world was rocked after a devastating mountain bike accident left him paralyzed from the waist down. But he has used that experience to teach others the value of resiliency, to never give up. For more than 15 years, Tom has served as an assistant athletic director for athletic performance, developing, implementing strength, conditioning, flexibility, and speed for Indiana University's 24 men's and women's Division I programs. He's also a key driver to educate the state through the Indiana Work to Include Coalition, educating the state to raise awareness about disability employment. For more, pleased to be joined on the show this week by Tom Morris in Bloomington. Tom, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Extremely excited.
Yeah, well, hey, want to talk about the Work to Include initiative, a statewide coalition, and the efforts of that group. But your story is truly an amazing one. You were, I think, a triathlete, very active, had a dream of being a strength and conditioning coach and instructor for many, many years. And then you had this serious accident that really changed everything at that time.
It sure did. I lived a life that was basically, I had no boundaries. I was out there living the life of pure freedom, doing a job that I never felt like I worked out a day in my life, and being able to compete in sport where it just gave me an identity. And then 9 years ago, a mountain bike accident made that all come into question. And it pretty much zeroed me out, paralyzed me from the chest down, and it left all four limbs either impaired or not working at all.
Wow. Was there a moment, obviously, that you thought that was your dreams career-wise had ended? Was there a moment that kind of changed you and say, hey, listen, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to continue to follow my dream and follow through on it? Yeah,
it was four days after this accident. I'm still feeling pretty good. But on the fifth day, the reality of everything that was taken away from me really came out. And I learned that I'd lost all my independence. And that was the moment that it really rocked me and made me question what was happening and how I'd be able to come back. But it only lasted about 12 to 15 hours. And then the reality set in of, I'm going to gain back this life. I'm going to work my butt off. I'm going to control what I can. And I'm going to systematically keep gaining back everything that I had before. Just going to come back and do it a bit differently.
Yeah, and you're doing it in a big way at Indiana University and beyond, statewide through the Work to Include Coalition. Again, a coalition of teams around the state of Indiana, really focused on helping to get Hoosiers with disabilities, helping to get them on the job. There's a statistic I find interesting. There's some 463,000 Hoosiers with disabilities, but of that amount, less than 40% were employed at last look. So there's a real opportunity there and some real challenges you're trying to address.
Absolutely. Those numbers are staggering. And when you look at that much of the potential workforce that's out there, and just sitting there not doing anything, it breaks my heart because, working for so many, it isn't a chore. It's such a luxury to be able to come in and impact people and to make a difference, to have a passion and to be able to show that passion and help others. And knowing that there's that many people that are unemployed, it is really tough. So it's our goal to spread the message, to be able to share that, to get employers to help these people.
Yeah, and especially during this age of workforce shortages, which we're talking about on a daily basis. And you're a prime example of the talent that's out there in the community of those people facing disabilities. Incredible talent through a range of areas that can be put to good work.
Well, I really appreciate that. And there are so many. I mean, there's just the amount of people that I've been able to meet that are currently unemployed, that do have a disability, but the impact that they can make from their perspectives to just their passions to the lives they've lived and how they can impact everyone around them. It's staggering and it's unbelievable. And that's why we need to continue to keep forcing and pushing with this initiative.
Tom Morris, Senior Assistant Athletic Director for Athletic Performance at IU. Tom, an amazing story, very inspiring, and really neat you're branching out even beyond the university, going statewide. Thanks for joining us, and good luck going forward.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.